Welcome to the channel, everyone. So first mods on the new truck, you know, something just about anybody can do. It doesn't really cost any money. This is usually the first thing I do to my trucks when I get them. I'm going to be debadging and removing stuff that previous owners have installed. I'm going to take off the 2500 HD badge right there. Also going to remove these scuff guards or whatever you want to call them. They've got that on both doors, both sides. And then I've already removed, there's an LS badge or LT, whatever you had. It was halfway falling off. So I've already removed that. I just pulled it off and used my eraser wheel. And this is a really good way, guys. Like I said, really cheap way to really increase the value of your vehicle and just make it look a lot cleaner is by removing weathered parts from your truck. Now, the mud flaps on here actually look pretty good. So do the steps. The steps look pretty good. But if they were cruddy looking, if the mud flaps were cruddy looking, you know, remove that stuff or paint it or something. And I mean, it can just really make the vehicle look so much better by removing old weathered parts. But I'm going to do that. I'm just going to peel these off, I think, and then might use my eraser wheel because it's got double-sided tape. Definitely going to be using my eraser wheel on that. I'm going to use fishing line to cut it first. Then we're going to pull it off. I'm going to get new door handles. Again, these look original, so I'm just going to get some new ones. Probably get the chrome handles, and I might color match the outside of it. But again, that's just going to make the vehicle look so much better, getting rid of weathered parts. So I don't have the door handles right now, but I will get them because again, that's a pretty cheap thing that you can pick up. But let's get to the debadging right now. This stuff should come off pretty easily. It usually does anyway. Just pull it off. Sometimes you get lucky and it'll pull off the adhesive, sometimes you don't, but it don't look like I'm going to even need my eraser wheel for these because it's just rolling right off with my finger. Okay, so to finish cleaning this up, I'm just using some grease and wax remover that I have. I usually, that's what I use to clean up before I paint something. And I'm just going to kind of use my fingernail and scrape off all the residue that's been building up over the years from those being on. Sometimes you got to get a little more aggressive with it, and you can use your fingernail to get some of it off. Hopefully you can see me well. You can't really see me down here, but you can use your fingernail lightly on paint, and as long as you have a professional paint job on it, you shouldn't scratch your paint as long as you're easy on it. Don't go crazy with a super sharp fingernail or you will scratch your clear coat. So there we go, got them door edge things removed. You can see already, I mean, it looks so much better without those on there. So much cleaner. So now that we got those off, I'm going to go after my 2500 HD badge. Okay, so I'm attacking this just like I have every other badge on every truck I've ever had, using some fishing line first to cut the adhesive behind the emblem. And you got to be careful you ain't hitting your vehicle and scratching it. You don't want to rub this against the paint because it will scratch your paint. And I've got some old fishing line that I need to replace. It keeps breaking on me. Go out and get yourself some fresh fishing line. Well, I don't know what this is. 12 pound is what I'm using here, but probably could use heavier. And sometimes you get to spots that are stronger than others. It helps to pull the emblem away. And you just do this until it cuts all the adhesive back there. Make sure you don't cut into your emblem, because this fishing line is strong enough, it will cut into the emblem. You want to go as straight with the body as you can. Again, if you hit your body with this fishing line, you can scratch your paint. Scratch it so bad you won't be able to fix it unless you repaint it. So be careful. Again, pulling it out a little bit helps. But I'm running out of time on my camera, guys. I think I'm just going to speed this up and I'll move ahead to when I get this thing cut off. Okay, so I've got I got it cut off with my fishing line. Definitely take your time, guys. This is not a time to rush a process like this. Now I got my eraser wheel. Now I had one guy comment not too long ago saying the eraser wheel wouldn't take off his tape or emblems or whatever, but you do have to do this dry. You can't have the surface wet. Otherwise this won't peel off the adhesive. I really need to be on the other side, but I think I gotta move you to the other side so I can hold this better. Okay, so here we go. Just nice and steady, slow, move around, don't create a lot of heat, and this stuff should come off pretty easily. So I don't have time to film all of this. I'm running out of memory. But sometimes this won't take everything. Sometimes there's stains behind the paint. And like I said, use some, I use grease and wax remover. And then my little bit of my fingernail. You don't want to gouge into the clear coat. Just easily scrape it off, and usually you can get most of this off. I'm going to probably wet sand and buff this eventually, which is probably the ultimate thing to do. But if you don't know how to do that, you can scrape it off with your fingernail a lot of times, and some grease and wax remover. But anyway, I'm going to get this off and we'll see what she looks like. So there it is, guys, with the 2500 removed. I think it really looks good. I think it looks way cleaner. I will put out a warning when doing this. Someone already took the molding off of this already, but you got to be careful when you take badges and moldings and stuff like that off, because some body shops get lazy and they'll do paint work around that stuff. So you do got to be careful with that. Kind of got to look around the badge really good to make sure there's no paint lines or whatever. But yeah, sometimes the free mod isn't so free when you find something like that. But just be aware of that, guys, when you do this to your truck. I just wanted to throw that out because I have seen that where a body shop works around that. But anyway, guys, I guess that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And hopefully there'll be more on this truck. I'll see you guys.